Hey, Yosini. How you doing? How's your weekend going? Right. Get the game going. Okay, Ty. Yeah, not bad, thank you. Yeah, very, very wet and very wet and miserable at times, but as such is the British summer weather. It's lovely now, but about 15 minutes ago, it's absolutely hammering it down. And then about an hour before that, it was dry, and then first thing this morning, it was absolutely hammering it down again. So very much traditional British weather, but it's been nice. Managed to get out and go for a walk yesterday and just about avoid the showers, which was nice. Yeah, I got to watch the qualifying yesterday, which was good fun. Certainly the rain added a good aspect to it all. Certainly added to the drama, and I think it will hopefully make for a good race. The qualifying yesterday was very good. The Mercedes were doing had a great run yesterday in qualifying, which was great. Watch Cringer play F1 Manager 24. Yeah, I was watching a bit of Jano Otmir's stream of it yesterday, and Thom did some as well. So I'm looking forward to that because that's the end of the month. I think it comes out. So yeah, looking forward to that because the creative team in that looks really, really good. So hopefully I'll be able to kind of mirror 2 weeks. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to mirror kind of like what we've done here in terms of like Pickleforce racing here in F1 24, and then see how it goes from an F1 manager standpoint as well, which would be cool. But yeah, it does look like it'll be good fun to do that. So looking forward to that. There's quite a few games coming up. We've got that. There's Frostpunk 2 due out in September. Let me have a quick look. Steam. I was looking through the sale the other day and I suddenly realised that I've actually got quite a few things on here that are kind of due out fairly soon. Yeah, so there's F1 Manager 23rd of July. There's the new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's not until October 10th. Looks pretty good. Going for Zane Maloney and Zach. Oh, okay, cool. They're really pulling up from the F2 driver pool. That's cool. Yeah, looking forward to those two. What else have we got on the wish list? Light No 5 still to be announced. Frostpunk 2 is 20th of September. So September's got some in, and there was another game. We're waiting for a release date for Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game. Good. The Precinct, which looks quite interesting. That's out on the 15th of August as well. Space Marine 2, yes, exactly, that's out. When is that out, actually? Look, I don't think I've got that on my list yet. Add that in now. Space Marine 2, 9th of September. Yeah, of course, let's just get that on the wish list as well. Yeah. So there's all of a sudden there's lots of games coming out within the space of like two and a bit months. So yeah, it'll be plenty to keep us busy, no doubt. Excuse me. Right, where are we going? We're going to China. That's it. Going to China. And as I go into this, I need to check that the AI settings haven't been reset, so we don't have a repeat of Japan and the somewhat super easy. No, good. It's set at 90. That's fine, and we'll leave it at 90 for a little bit. And I'm hoping, I'd like to think by the end of season 1 we could get up to maybe 95, and then I'd like to think maybe by the end of season 2 I can keep progressing through the game, get up to maybe closer to the 100 mark. But check the sim settings are right as well. Yep, and rules and flags. Immersive. Yeah, cool. Okay, I think we are good on that. shouldn't have any more AI difficulty issues like last time. Right, I think we're all good on that. I think it was just ready to actually advance. That's fine. Run this through.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Anything else we can add on? We can add some floor stiffening stays. Lovely. We'll have them in time for Miami. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to need to save some points up. Ready for the next big things, that's fine. F1 Manager, you can pick F1, F2, F3, or generated drivers. Oh, awesome. Okay, I didn't know it went all the way back to F3. That's cool, though. Oh, or like generated ones. That's nice. Awesome. So we'll have a really nice big like talent pool. I'd quite like to go in. I think it would be cool, obviously starting as a new team, I think, rather than a bit like what I've done this year. I can't remember how I started it on F1 23, but maybe I started that. I think I prefer to go in as a like midfield team, so that we can at least we can have some level of competitiveness, so that we're not, you know, really struggling in the first year to just have any kind of say enjoyment, any sort of success, I guess, in the races. You know, being able to at least perhaps, you know, score some points early on. You know, we're not necessarily talking about race wins. That's fine, but I think as per this, I mean, by having a car that's coming in at the midfield, we are able to be competitive across the field, as opposed to when I've done. Oh, it's a sprint weekend here as well. Fantastic. Yeah. Whereas I think when I've played played my team in the past, and I've started as a proper entry team, back of the grid, lower set of development on the car, it has just been a real struggle. And that, I mean, again, there's a certain scenario where that can be fun, but certainly I think when I've done that, I think on F122 when I was doing my team there, I think the first season was pretty much only I think my best results was something like, I think maybe I got like a 9th or 10th like once or twice across the season. The rest of it was all like 15th or below, because it was just, yeah, too. You have to hope that a lot happens in the race outside of your control. Kundra's in the points on both. That's awesome. I guess, like, did he go for? So, but both those drivers, actually, I don't know if both of them are F2 drivers, or one of them might be an F3 driver. Can't remember where they're racing this year, but does that? Oh, no, I mean, I guess they'll get points. I signed off their current rating, so that's good. 18th, 7th, that was great. Was that primarily on race pace, or did stuff happen in the race to perhaps allow for an opportunity to race up the field? Not that that's a problem if that is the case, but I mean, good to know. But yeah, I mean, I think again, yeah, we'll try and go for kind of like a middle of the field, I think, setup, or in terms of like initial car development expenditure. Right, sprint weekend tire allocation. What have we got? So during qualifying, only soft compound tires can be used. During sprint qualifying 1 and 2, only one new set of medium compound tires can be used. Sprint qualifying 3, only one set of. I don't think that'll actually apply to us because we're only going to be doing one shot quality. So that's fine. Only thing was last race, one driver went. Only thing was Hamilton got. Oh, okay. Okay, so not a lot then. So that was predominantly pace of the car and everything else. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I mean, I look forward to it. I think it will be. I think it will be a good race. A good game rather to race on, and there was a lot of overtaking. That's good.
China,
I mean, again, I guess also with this year, with how, you know, slight tweaks and changes to some of the car's aero and ERS, etc. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to be
Certainly,
logging some extra data during this session.
I didn't bother
Nothing you need to worry about,
at,
but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
I just didn't bother looking at F1 23 at all when I saw that it just wasn't, you know, it was a reskin of the first F1 Manager 22 game and just no real change or addition. But I think F1 24 with the introduction of my team on it, I think that will give it a really good, solid improvement. from game mechanic side. Oh, excuse me. Oh, but yeah, good. I think Zane was rated 75 and Zach 70. Okay, well, that's good. That's fairly good stats for young drivers coming up. Hey, Demon, how you doing? How goes it with you? Right, we've got our setup on, so let's do track acclimatization. Start on the hards. Yeah, fine. We can do it like that. Before we start. Okay. If we remember how to drive finally.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Slide it over. Oh yeah. Deep fourth there. Okay. See if we can hit some targets. Whoa. They'll understeer and then the swap on of oversteer, as is the way in this game. There is another handling patch coming on Monday. Although I think it's less like oh, I'm gonna miss that. Yeah, let's try and come back. I think it's gonna be less of a handling patch, less fundamental change to handling, more about how handling is affected by things on track. So I think they've said curbs and sausage curbs are gonna impact and unsettle the car more than they do at the moment. There's a couple of like bug fixes. To be fair, there is one bug that I saw they have addressed that I've had a couple of times when I've been playing in online rank lobbies. Every so often at the moment, Silverstone is on the ranked rotation, but every so often you're starting your one-shot quali lap, and just as you're coming out of the Vale chicane in the last corner, the AI, before it gives you control, the AI runs you out wide. So you start the lap invalidated immediately, and because you can't, and it's just moving you out. But it shows that the AI is driving the car up until the point it hands over, because it doesn't take the same line every time. But apparently they fixed it. But I've had that happen a couple of times in the last week when I've been playing, which is funny. Not bad at work, so may or may not be seeing that. No, what is it, Dean? We're going to be. I'll probably be on until for about an hour. Sorry, for about 2 hours now, because the Grand Prix starts at 3:00 here. So I will, we'll see how far we can get in the next 2 hours. Get China and maybe a bit of Miami done, and go from there. Also, they had to the mentality system for drivers and staff if they get unhappy or anything. Yeah, so I like the sound of that, and I think that'll be good fun. Okay. It's amazing how different this car feels to what I've been driving on. How like the actual official 10 team cars feel with their setup and handling versus even the F1 World car. really looking out there. Oh, back end slidey. I have to check the. I think, to be fair, I think this is one of my early setups. It might have been before the pre-patch handling. I know caught the curb. I know the setups have been impacted. Certainly the downforce has been impacted. Yeah, we weren't actually turning. No, fine. Oh, that was just too deep. Okay. Big wiggle now. Yeah, little wiggle there. Big wiggle now. Really understeering most of the time. Need any more laps? We're done. This is maybe the last one. We need to do. We can come in and check the setup. Didn't get all purple. Around. Oh, lost a bit too again. Then just oversteering again. Just from one extreme to another. But I mean, there we go. Gonna be patient out of this. No. Can't be sliding the back. Fine through here. I need to brake earlier. I think I'm trying to get the car to do too much, and I'm probably braking a bit too hard still, which is why it's sliding. Could probably up the brakes a bit. No, he still doesn't like it. Okay. Movement everywhere. Okay, well we got maximum
Program complete and a job
points there, which will do.
well done.
After
We
that,
got
that's
some
right.
excellent
One
data
wiggle
with
this
that
time,
run,
exactly,
so
yeah.
come on back to the garage
Let the
and
back
I can
end step
take you
out.
through the numbers.
Everything will be fine. How? So don't think that's fine. How's everyone else faring on this? Oh, one shot quali for the sprint is going to be wet. Interesting, but then it's going to be dry again, so that's fine. What's everyone else doing? We're on the hard, so we've got about a second, I think, to improve at least. So, soft runners at the moment, yeah, running fairly low pace. That's fine. Let's pull up and set up and then just double check then for our bits. Right. China. Fine. Let's check. What is the time to go? So front aero. Okay, one up on the front, one less on the rear. Transmission. Reckons 5% more there. Quite a bit more off. A little less engine braking. Fence. Fine here. They reckon rear toe to bring it up to 8. Yeah, okay. Suspension. Okay, yes, this changes a bit as well. Latest handling, so that then 16 there. Actually, quite a lot less on the rear end. Sure, that might help us, to be honest, with the rear sliding. They're a little bit softer. I think at the moment we're getting there's basically there's very little flex in the rear of the car under braking, which is probably where I'm losing quite a bit. Actually reckons putting up to that, and then the tire pressure, I'm going to assume. It does reckon taking about 1 psi off the front left, because that's where we're going to get the most wear. Okay, well we'll go out and we'll do the next program on that, and we'll see how that changes. So we can always then save that setup in. Right, what we had previously. Let's do a race strategy. Recommends medium tires for that, but they are unavailable and reserved. Okay, so we'll have to do it on. See how we go.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
I'll try, Mark. A little better on the front end there. They want the 136.8. Should be. Out of my way, Magnussen, please. There we go, brother. Wide here. We'll try and get a bit tighter. Help me stay further over on the right and then get a much straighter line and drive through. I've got a screw loose on my wheel. Probably elsewhere too, but I'm cutting it up. Okay. Then the wheel won't come off. So that would be bad. Oh yeah, miles better through there. I know we dropped into second gear, but and better through here. Well, I mean, the soft tyres will help with the extra grip, but yeah, back end doesn't feel as floaty now. Doesn't feel as stiff and therefore floating when I'm trying to turn in higher speed, so I can carry a lot more through there. it's still a little bit scrummy, and the brakes probably need to come off a little bit earlier. In 2 secs, I think there's someone at the door. I'll be right back. Oh boy. Ooh, right, there was already somebody already got to the door. All right. Ooh. I've got a screw loose. Yeah, we know. Yeah, I know. Ha 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 ha. Certainly feels like it sometimes. Never mind. Did I tell you that I had to pull over into a parking lot to tighten up on my new car? Really? Christ! How did you come to realise that you needed to potentially pull over and tighten up, like the actual bolts? You had to tighten the bolts on the tyre. Sorry, on the wheel, not the tyre. Had they worked themselves loose, or had you recently like changed a tyre and they'd undone themselves, or hadn't been done up tight enough? Or that's terrifying. I mean, at least it didn't come off right. At least it wasn't. You didn't suddenly go to turn and then the wheel just carried on straight, and you're like, ah, that's my wheel. Dear God. Front, look up, front left, Christ. Okay, soft's not the tyre to run here. Probably going to be the hard and the medium, I reckon. It's after 2 laps. That wear is insane. Turning's nice on it. We'll save the setup as well. One more lap. Oh, very wide. Strange sound when driving. going to read the rest of that message. Strange sound when driving, changed tire, not quite fully tightened yet, but yeah, recall other people talking about their wheel encounters, so figured, yeah, you think I had the rent, yeah. That was a few weeks ago, Christ. Yeah, to be fair, it's something that's always it made me a little paranoid. I mean, my car has very nice alloys on it, and I try my best to take care of them. And I'm always somewhat paranoid. To be fair, I've only had to change. Actually, no, that's not true. I've had 3 tyres changed on the car, although it's actually only been the fronts. The rears are still on the original car that came from the factory, but the front, I had a puncture on one of them not long after I got it. Found a nail in one. Slow puncture. I had to change that. And then I've had both of the front tyres replaced since, being a front-wheel drive car. It does tend to eat them up a little bit. But the rears will need changing probably in the next 6 months, I think. They've got plenty of tread left at the moment, but they're starting to show some signs of cracking, so get them sorted. But yeah, something that's then always made me paranoid is then when people are putting them on and things like that and taking off. One, are the alloys, like, they've been careful with the alloys. It's annoyingly, again, if they were silver alloys or just like the kind of a metallic grey finish, it would be fine. You wouldn't notice any marks on them. But because they're that piano black and it's a very soft paint anyway on the alloys, it just shows any marks, and it's just like, I know they're only wheels, but it looks so nice when they're all clean and smart and don't have any marks on them. So I'm paranoid of that, but then I'm also paranoid of the fact of then if I've changed a couple. When I've moved, I've rotated the wheels round on the car once before. I was paranoid about having them done up tight enough to the right amount of torque. Well, how am I supposed to know? Especially because the little tire iron they give you to do them up it's just by hand, and it's like, well, how much force do I know to apply and everything else? So, and the recommendation is, yeah, after you've had it done, take it to a garage and they can always check the amount of torque or reset it. But I did get actually, it was a birthday present. I got a proper torque adjustable wrench to be able to do them up to the right amount, so I now know the right amount of torque to set them to and everything else, which is great. But yeah, I to be fair, I remember there was one year I was. Did we get time management on this? I want me to get a lap in. We only need 1 lap, actually. We don't need. I remember, yeah, it was my previous car that I had. I was going up to a friend's wedding, and we were picking up a friend on the way, and I had my brother in the car, and we were about 5 minutes away from pulling off the motorway to the train station that we were picking this friend up who was meeting us halfway. And I had a tire warning, like a tire pressure light come on. Like, okay, fine. Cool. And I was like, I'll check it when we pull over in a minute. That's fine. The car felt fine driving wise. Pulled over, parked up, and checked the reading, and it was down by about 5 psi. And I was like, okay, it could just be a little bit under, and I didn't notice from when I set off and everything else. Took it out, gave it 30 seconds, and checked it again, and it had dropped another 10 psi. I was like, oh no, that's definitely, yeah. There's definitely there's definitely a hole in this tire somewhere. It's definitely a leak. Hey, Scottish, how you doing? Welcome on in. So I set about taking the tire. Fortunately, I had a full size spare that I have in the boot. So I was working to get that change over. So I got that tire out, and I was taking off all the bolts, and I got everything off, got it all jacked up, ready to take off, and the wheel wouldn't come off. Like it was stuck on. I checked all the bolts were out and everything else. And fortunately, there was an AA van that had just pulled up, just on the road opposite to us where we pulled up, and so I went over and said, "Look, I know you can't come and help me because you're obviously on call out and I'm not an AA member, but just give me a piece of advice quickly of how do I get this wheel off? Like it seems stuck to the car." He's like, "Oh, you've just been driving it, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." He says it's probably under braking and the forces applied to it, it's probably temporarily magnetized the wheel hub to the car. Turn around and then just kick it from behind with the sole of your foot hard at the top edge, and it will just release it. And yeah, sure enough, did that, came straight off. So yeah, there's a lesson learned. But it was just like there was a sudden brief moment of like, what do I do if I can't actually get this wheel off? Like, can't drive the car with 3 wheels. I will never get a car without. But yeah, like so many cars. In fact, it was that car I'd had to wait a bit longer to pick the car up in the first place from the dealership, because of a lot of the cars now in the UK, and probably similar worldwide, but they try and just get away with either no spare wheel at all, and they just give you this silly puncture repair kit that you're supposed to squirt in and then pressurize, and it sets and creates like a resin hole, so you can still drive on the tire, and it will cover any holes in, to get you to where you need to go. But I'd rather not do that, because to me that still feels like it still could give out if you've got one, if the wheels, and potentially it doesn't like solve all things. Like if you've got like a bulge in the sidewall or something like that, that kit's probably not going to be as helpful as perhaps sealing like a puncture or something like that. And yeah, I'd just rather have the spare wheel to know that I could at least continue on my journey, and then I could stop off and get a new tire fitted, and then also not risking damaging the wheel. But yeah, I remember having to like almost like fight the dealership to be like, and I don't want that. I want a proper spare wheel, please. Because I mean, this is the thing, right? They won't give you one, but there'll still be the spare wheel hole in the boot, or the cutout in the boot trim for one to go and fit in. Like, well, so why leave the space if you're not going to give me one? Bonkers. But it's so much better to have, for sure.
This test is all about tyre
Oh god, I'm on the old
Try to control
softs.
the slip through each corner and take
Oh
extra
jeez, this isn't
care
going to
from
go
the
well.
power down at the apex.
Okay, nice and easy. Jesus Christ, these tyres could go. My bad. Right, we need to try and be gentle with these. What do they want? A 140. Okay, we should be able to take it nice and easy. Right, lift early. A little bit of braking, not too much turning. We'll make up time on the straight if we need to with the RS. Gently, gently, gently. There we go. Well, no worries, Demon. Thanks for stopping on in. Catch you later. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
Cool down laps are now vital after a push lap, so that we don't light up the rubber too much. Not to mention recharging the battery.
Try and get it into purple. Lift early. Hard. Do the work. Yeah, not too aggressive on the turning angle. Lovely stuff. Now we can burn ERS, get to the end. 50% front left. We'll put more into the rear cars for this corner, I think. Right, we'll block by some over anyway. We've got plenty of time on me. He's going straight on, that's fine. Not using the tool, straight to the left of the track. Okay, well we made that fine. Jesus Christ, what was there?
Really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well
51,
done.
39, 40, 39. Okay. Definitely don't want to use those again. That's them tires done. Let's not touch them again, please. Yeah, absolutely fine. What do they reckon? Tyre wear 5 point... Ooh, okay, and it's fresh. Cool. Didn't get to see it. Doesn't matter. The tyres will be fine. I think we completed all the objectives with... We get all 5 of 5.
It's time to say goodbye.
Hey!
Practice is over.
Our teammate, Nigel
However,
Mansell,
we'll be back
having a good
shortly for more
practice session.
Formula 1 action.
Verstappen outpacing everyone on the medium, so he's going to be quick. I mean, I think a good time good time to aim for around here will probably be low 33s, maybe mid high 32s, if we can do that, depending on the car state. When we get to quali trim, we'll see. Problem here is, I think, yeah, one-shot quali is in the rain, so we'll have to see. Might be starting a bit further back. Wait and see. If you can get through first corner as well, enough, you've done the hard part. Yeah, true. Right, have we got anything we can do? We've got a load of points we could use. We've got anything we could put up? Roll dampers. Okay. How does that? Yeah, okay, can do that. That'll be in before Miami as well. Cool. Who is our rival at the moment? It is Lance Stroll, so we need to be aiming to finish ahead of Lance Stroll. It's fine. Cool. Right, on to the rainy one-shot quali. Let's see what happens.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here.
It looks really wet. Yeah, it's full wet. Cool. Okay. Axo, thank you very much for the... Was that tier 1 sub? Yeah, for the tier 1 sub. 12 months. Thank you very much. Damn brakes. How's your have your time trial laps been going? How's our engine looking? 41 on the... Let's see. We're doing right then. Not great. It will take time. It will take time. On no setup, it's a lot more stable. That's fair enough. I mean, what was I? The thing I found, or that I had to adjust for the most, was especially in this year's game with the added element of engine braking. Really getting used to in certain tracks, and to be fair, Silverstone is a track where you don't actually need to brake an awful lot. You can do a lot under engine braking, which is good. But getting used to just keeping my foot off the brake, and also again, it takes a lot. It's taking me a lot longer to get used to how much I can trail brake on this, because it's so easy to lock up as soon as you start adding any steering input, and I really do have to lift my foot. Although I've had to reduce the pressure on my brake pedal to like 10% because I can't push any harder because my chair will move with the resistance that I can do on this. But yeah, it is a lot different on this game. And again, the setups definitely. I mean, the setups were important in last year's game, but this year I almost found. To be fair, I've not gone back to the default setups since they did the first handling model change. But when I first played the default setups, I could almost not get round the lap at all with the default setups. Having changed to custom setups, I've been able to get. But it's a real change, having to lift off and really ease on the accelerator in certain corners. And again, it is almost completely track dependent now. There are some corners at Silverstone that you can just floor as soon as you've got to the apex. I find corner exit far more forgiving. Yeah, last year's game, if you floored it out of pretty much any corner, you'd spin. This year's game, it tends to be a lot more forgiving, and you can correct it a lot more easier. A lot more, yeah. Is easier to correct. I know what I'm saying. And to be fair, less steering angle as well. Like certainly the high-speed corners, like going through like Maggots and Beckett's to Silverstone, like maybe 60% throttle lifting off. Take 40% throttle lift, and getting the turn in right. Because actually, something I've noticed again with the custom setups is where they've changed the amount of downforce on the front and rear wing, and also the anti-roll bar firmness. a lot more forgiving with those setups to just lift a little bit and then get more turn in, as opposed to turning in, adding a little bit of brake where you would have done on 23 and then it spins. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, brake spin, even without turning. Yeah. No, this is it. The brakes are super sensitive. I've been trying, having reduced the pressure right down, I'm trying to train my left foot so that it's very much full pressure and then immediately easing off, to trail brake nicely, and also as I'm getting to the least amount of braking pressure, I can be turning in earlier with the least amount of brake pressure and without the car spinning. But it's taking a lot of practice to get there. I mean, how many hours have I got now? I'm at 67 hours on this already, and I'm only really, I'm not fully comfortable with all the cars in yet, but yeah, we're getting there. Let's talk more room. Sorry, we'll get there. I was hoping the rain would clear the more I talked, you see, but yeah, it didn't work. Let's just check. We've still got the right setup, and we do. Right, let's save this against China now to overwrite the old one, because this one is better. Right. And we've just got to go slow here. Just got to try and survive. Oh, horrible. The AI are so good at... Oh! So good at getting the power down out of the corners.
Alright.
Yeah, it's effing wet. We'll be alright on corner entry. It's corner exit in the wet. I'm not great at still, but we'll probably make up a bit of time towards the end of the lap. But if not, I don't mind starting towards the rear in the rain. We'll make up places in the sprint, and then we'll have the main feature race quali. Oh! Woo! Dancing on ice. We might be right at the back for this, to be honest. We were right going into turn one, and then we're just going backwards. I'm just petrified of spinning it. It's so easy to do. Oh! The brake's locking up. Go down in first gear. Oh! That wasn't fun. Also, effing wet here. And it's been chucking it down here this morning. It was really, really heavy about an hour ago. Now, absolutely, yeah, hammering it down, and then it's gone. And then early this morning it was really, really wet as well, but it's fine. Right, where did Nigel manage 12th? That's good, and we were a long way back. That's fine. We weren't the slowest overall. And again, I'd rather have the car survive the rain than not. It's all right. F1 darker, not fast and furious. Less of this drifting stuff. Yeah, exactly. Let's keep the car in a straight line. It's all good. It's all right. We'll be fine in the dry. To be fair, I'm getting better in like slightly wet conditions. I'm starting to gel with the intermediate tires, but the full wet, it's another breed of racing in its entirety. What was that around? Sprint, okay, low chance of rain. That's fine. Qualifying, low chance of rain. A little bit higher chance in the race. It'd be interesting. It would certainly change things up a bit. But let's see. Wet conditions always fun. Yeah, quite definitely fun. But yeah. To be fair, I think I was probably dropping too many gears. Good to try and keep gears higher in the wet. And really, really ease into the power. Keep the revs low to stop stop the wheels from spinning. Really avoid using the overtake button unless you're good, well up into the mid range of the rev limiter, and preferably going in a straight line, because as soon as you touch it in the wet, going around a corner, you're going to go around.
Welcome to today's sprint.
But it's the sprint race, so we're fine. So we'll start.
Right, back of the grid. I mean, there is literally only one direction we can go from here, so try and move forward and see if we can get something out of it.
Yeah. They reckon the medium tyres. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, it's no need to change it. Can we drop down a little bit? 7 laps. Probably can a little bit. Let's not go too mad. Let's go there, because we can always lift at the end of the straight. Yeah, all right, Mark. I know he's so bad start. Yeah, he's really not. Oh, hey, Tsunoda, thank you. We go around the outside of the slot. Here's our teammate. No, it's not. It's a kick. I was looking for the green car. Where's Nigel?
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, okay, we'll roll that back. Where did Nigel go? Bottas still there. Not willing to give up the place. Where's our teammate gone? He was in 12th at the start of the race, but I can't see him up in front. Slide down the inside here. Thank you. Splitting the Hasses.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Oh, run out wide. Teammate position.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 10th place.
2 and 1. We weren't really bad to the space, but we made it work. Right, so Nigel's made up 2 places. He's in front of Hamilton. Good, right. Hold him up, Nigel.
DRS is being
I'll be there in a sec.
this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second
How the
of the
tyres
car
looking?
ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
There wasn't any damage there, Mark. What are you on about? We've had a slight knock to the front wing. That's it. Then
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I can try and get close to Ocon here. What? Locked up on the corner. Not ideal, but we managed to keep it away from everyone, I think. Back. Yeah. And watch it back. It was great until the slight slide at the end. I was still on the brake pedal a bit too much. I could have left it, actually, because Ocon had left us the space, but managed to survive that just about. Although I realised going down the main straight I haven't got my brake. I think I must have put my brake bias with my thumb because it wasn't set right. so we'll probably be a bit easier on the tyres now. Can we run it all the way out on the outside? Into the middle of the track, come on. Oh, he's closed the door. Okay. Thank you. How far alongside him was I? Yeah, I mean, I think I'm in touch. I dropped back a little bit. Yeah. Wasn't really anywhere for me to go, though. Still, I think wheel to wheel, we've managed to avoid anything particularly horrific. Right, we really need to get past off on this lap. We're going to make inroads into the points. And of course, in the sprint, it's only the top 8 we'll get. Get points. We should have them along the straight now. Yeah, that's going to happen. Right. Oh, yeah, I'm only, I just, yeah. I think I was watching Gasly's front left as I was going past him, and I think we passed the Ocon's front left. I think because we passed the 100 meter board, and I needed to be braking well before then, really. I mean, Nigel is holding up Hamilton at least, but he's staying with the pack at least, which is good. Down the inside, lunge. There we go. Just gonna fight us back. See if we can see it back on the replay. Get a better angle of it normally. How close were we? Yeah, we were alongside and ahead before and only saw us coming. Good little move. He got quite close to us there actually. He had really good speed coming off the middle of the corner. Problem here is we're not gonna have any DRS to defend with. Use battery, try and get away from him, and hope that a bit of the slipstream coming off the back of Hamilton helps pull us along a little bit. I think we're okay. Yeah. Switching to the first corner. Okay, we can close up in these first couple of corners.
1.5 seconds.
Oh, he's coming. Not far enough. We can, as long as we stay out wide, we can cut back in. Yeah, there he is. He's got behind. Right, we need try and close the gap to Hamilton now. We'll be in trouble if we don't have DRS support this lap, I think. Come on, Nigel, slow him up for us. Ah, good drive out the corner. We did not. Oh, we did manage to get in it. I saw we were just under a second as we came through the corner, which is where the DRS line is, but I didn't know if we were quite close enough. Okay, Nigel's up to 10. Oh, we're going to run wide there. Try and pass across the grass. Right, see where we're going. A little bit early on the power. Little slidey. Harvest a bit more battery before we get onto the straights. We got off that outside curb. Right. I can pop that. We should be able to come by here. Oh, it's a little bit tight here. Sorry, Nigel. I think we're going to try and come through as well. Oh!
Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps.
No, just on the last lap. Okay, that was annoying. Unfortunate, but I did try and brake in preparation for Hamilton. Didn't. I still can't. The AI just well, the AI can brake perfectly. It's very rare that you see the AI lock up or go deep most of the time. But yeah, it means that they quite often though brake early. They're very often very slow on corner entry to maximise speed out, but still catches me out. Never mind. P11 and P12 in the sprint, no points, but not a bad recovery. P21. And with a broken front wing, I try and keep Ocon behind Ocon and Gasly, both the Alpines. I think unfortunately we were behind Ocon for one too many laps, and I have to use everything here to keep it behind. Gasly's got a good toe as well. We'll stay on the outside for as late as possible and now move to the inside. Right there. So it's plenty of time there. Okay, and we'll keep P12 to the end. Whoa, blue neck.
Alright,
Bit of
race
stress.
over. Take care of the car on the way in.
It'll do. It'll do. We got driver of the day, apparently. I guess for the what? Good race pace, some errors we need to work on. Yeah, exactly. Things to improve for quality in the race on
Well, that's an
on the
end to
Sunday.
the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time.
What are people's times like? Can you see lap time? Oh, we can. Well, let's see what lap times were. So his fastest was a 1:35.32. What was ours? 1:35 flat. Okay. Alright, so still decent pace there. Nigel looking pretty happy there as well. What about Norris? So Norris actually a 1:34.8. That's good. And Max was yeah. So Norris actually faster and actually gained 2 positions as well. See how the car does in a fastest lap situation compared to the grid. Good having race pace to pick up positions, but you know something. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully in the dry we can get a better quali position, and that should see us right, because we started 20th, so we made up 8 places, which is decent. And again, that was 8 places over 7 laps, so that's encouraging, I think, for the Sunday. Encouraging. See how we do. We do need to try and finish ahead of the Aston Martins, though, especially Lance Stroll, because that's our rival at the moment. All right, straight on to one-shot quali.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little.
Except that you said that earlier, Crofty. Right, see what we can do. First at the moment, but we might lose out on the straight. Our top speed is not the best with the grid. Burn as much ERS as we can. We might lose it into this final corner. Wiggle. Oh, I think that was a 131.8. Not too bad for the car that we have at the moment. Love seeing Mansell pop his head up over the computer screen. Yeah, I know, right? I can't find the email button. Can you help me? He's got people that can do that for him. It's fine. I mean, me, right, as his teammate. Right, well, we absolutely smushed the race competition there. Maybe 90 AI isn't high enough. Oh boy. Well, we'll see how the race goes. One thing to say that now, but race pace, quali pace and race pace are 2 different things. Interesting that Piastri, Piastri ahead of Verstappen, Norris very close behind Max. Then Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Alonso, Mansell. I guess good news for us is that Lance Stroll's all the way down in 14. And yeah, that's good for us. What was Piastri doing up there, Kev? Well, this is the thing, though. I mean, Piastri, certainly at the beginning of the year, he was he was showing, you know, I mean, both him and Norris have shown good pace all year, but certainly in the last couple of races, his pace has dipped a little bit, especially in Q3. I think he was saying yesterday in the post-race interviews at Silverstone, he was saying that, you know, Q1, Q2, I'm doing everything I need to do, and everything's kind of going right, and it's in Q3 that he's either making a couple of mistakes, or it's just not quite being able to pull the lap together in the same way. But I mean, I hope, again, the nice thing is that they've got a good car underneath them now, so hopefully, again, as Lando's found, hopefully Oscar can do a similar thing both in real life and in the F1 game. So that'd be good. Right, it's 20 laps, so we're going to go, I guess, medium hard? Or hard medium? Might be better to go hard medium. Oh, will it? The undercut's going to be good here, though. Medium hard. Softs only if there's a safety car toward the end. Although if there's one early, we could switch if we start on the medium. Well, we could go the hard should last out if we're careful with it. But we could always then. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in
The
changing.
Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once
it's
again.
early in the race.
It's
Later in the race,
that
it
saw
might be an
Michael
option to bring the
Schumacher
soft
claim his
online. But
final Formula One victory.
it would have to be
Time
less than
to
7
see
laps,
how our
though, right?
drive-
Because
and
we know
alongside me here today in the
from the sprint, it's not going to do much. Right, what they're saying, yeah, medium's to hard, and I think that is absolutely right. Cool. Let's bring this down a little bit to there. We won't take too much off. Okay. Right, here we go. That wheel's come off the line, we're going backwards. You're actually getting a great launch. Go high to defend. Managed to claw it ahead and win it into turn 3. I heard a little bit of banging behind. I think that was one of Ferrari's maybe getting a little out of shape. Do with scampering away is what we could ideally do with, and not going wide into the corners. Oh. Whoa. Okay, we saved it. Losing places, but that's fine. We'll have to fight back. Oh god. What's happening with our tyres? Our brakes. Alonso's coming through. They're looking right. Have I just got the bias wrong? No, bias is good. Whew. Okay, well that was interesting. I looked at karting boots earlier. I'm tempted. Let me know if you go for some. Be interested to see what you think. Okay, we can go down the inside of the Alonso there to make a position, but yep, definitely a Leclerc moment. Okay, so we've got to fight our way back now to the front. Having started on pole, we need to get back up to pole. Long way around the outside of Perez, get a little bit of gas. It's my corner, buddy. Hamilton, Norris fighting ahead. Got to be easier out the corners. I think that's where I'm having on the first corner, especially with the extra weight in the car.
Okay to use your overtake button.
Just car's a bit heavier, easier to spin it round. Ooh, get off the grass, please. I'll go for the lunge this time. Stay with them for the straight. 45 quid? I mean, it's not horrific, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Unless I can find something cheaper. Yeah. Whereabouts are you looking? For those actually? Hamilton fighting ahead. Slowing another up. Good. Oh! Let's watch that back. Of the two of them going through there, I didn't think Hamilton was going to be the slow one, and I kind of give him a little nudge on the rear because he's kind of, well, to be fair, I think Norris was actually. I think Norris was actually slow through there on the exit because he was pinched. And that actually slows Hamilton up. Hamilton then has to start going wide. Let me give him a little nudge, but yeah, okay. Hope he's got side pod damage now. Possibly, right. Let's get past Hamilton, back onto the... Okay, Norris. Where are you going? You're going middle of the road. Making himself nice and wide. He's been watching the Alonso playbook of defending. Right. To back up again. We need to get past Norris now because he's on the hard tyre. He's going to go longer than us. And cars in front are on the medium, so we don't want them getting away from us too much at this phase of the race.
Okay, focus. We need to stay
I'm trying, Mark. Prices could be awful. Yeah, there's a crash behind us for sure. Oh! Somebody's tagged us from behind. Oh!
Norris has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far.
Good for him. Oh, up the inside. Lovely. Yeah, I think I'm getting there. Pushing forward a little bit. Need to brake a little bit harder. Into the corners. Or ahead of the corners, rather. Get my speed down and then I can lift off a little bit more. Following us? Sort of, but we're well ahead. He's going to come back now. We'll make him go around the inside. He's going to go for it. Which he isn't on this occasion. Better. Problem is, have we scrubbed too much off these tyres? Out and attack back against Lando. Time is coming down. Perez still pushing from behind though. Exit out the corner there, we're going to be under pressure. We'll stick to the inside this time, make him go all the way around. Just about hold it. I think we got a little nudge from Perez again from the rear, but trying to be really gentle on the power of that. We're going round.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.6 seconds.
Ooh, not there, please. That's not actually taking the hand off the wheel to change the ERS at that point. A little bit safer behind now. Thankfully. Yeah, it's really
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
oh, that's what happened. Yeah, it's really struggling in the corners.
Window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Gap to your teammate behind.
There it is, coming again.
0.3 seconds.
Trying to get back into the middle. Closing out. Probably taking a slightly wider line through there. Stay further left for a lot longer. There's the curbs.
Might make a mistake.
Get DRS here at least. Maybe we might be able to counter attack back into the first corner. Yeah, fly up the inside. Use the overspeed, go wide. He's going to come back on the inside, but if we can stay in the middle. Go late into turn 3. Oh, he's going to really push down here. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh! Don't know how we didn't lose the front one there, but no, I just said about a few laps back. Said about oh yeah, the AI don't actually tend to outbrake themselves or outbrake them as well. Proven wrong. Perez just did.
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more.
It's interesting, it looks like he's actually struggling on those hards a bit. A little concerning for us, considering we're going to go on to that in a minute. Wide. Okay.
We're going to box this lap and push hard
Yeah, in this lap, use as much battery as we can. This first race, see if we can get past Perez. Oh, come on, hold it on that side. We can. Stick with Alonso. Lovely.
Nice move. Good job.
Oh. Yeah. Brakes are. Tyres are. Gone rather.
Okay, I've got information on Joe for you. They're retiring from the
Safety
race.
car?
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time
Some?
now.
It's already on the way out, Mark. You're a bit late there. Yeah, time to pit.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Oh, Alonso, come on. You've got to leave a space. I'm coming in.
We had an issue removing the left
Ah.
front wheel. I know it's not ideal, mate, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race.
Okay, so we've lost the place to Hamilton.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit
On
stops.
pit
Let's
stop
go.
because of that slow tyre change. It's cold. Yeah, some load of time in the pit stops. We'll have to judge it on where we come out with Alonso and Perez. Outlap is critical, but purple middle sector at least. Tyres are up. Right, Nigel's in the
pit
pits.
lane. Nigel in the pits now.
Yeah, we'll wind that one back. Hit the ERS too soon.
Okay, gap to the car ahead. 4.4 seconds.
Yeah, see that slow pit stop has allowed Alonso to jump back ahead of us. Piastri it looks like Piastri's stayed out. Piastri and Norris because he's well ahead in the lead.
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
Oh, we just managed to grab DRS again. Yeah. Oscar's in the pits, it looks like the Red Bull, so that'll be Verstappen coming in, so let's see how quick. Oh, they were up, take a drift. Still got fastest lap with that drift.
Race so far.
There's Perez. So he's
Okay,
actually
so we're leading our teammate
come out
by 6
ahead of Hamilton.
5 seconds.
Right, we need to pass these cars. First need to close up to them. But I'll brake them under control again. We are closer this time. Probably not close enough to mount an attack, but maybe if they can all slow one another down a bit.
Information on Ocon. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Ocon. Ocon. Not getting that turn right at all. Lando sits fastest off the race. Fastest lap overall.
Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 34.7.
Yeah, we're ways off that. I imagine Lando's on the medium tyre. Still surprised. Had a couple of DNFs, but no safety car, virtual safety car.
Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past.
What we're trying to do, Mark. Fortunately, Alonso is a wily old box. It's going to be difficult.
Caution, caution.
Oh,
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
oh, that was Albon. Fine. Surely those yellows should have been up sooner than that. Oh, this is playing into our hands a little bit. And go for a lunge. Martin sees it coming, covers us off. Perez is starting to disappear up the road a little bit, which is annoying, but right on the back of Hamilton now, and Alonso's not yet running away, so see what we can do here on the straight. Even the AI looking a bit twitchy. We're losing quite a bit out of that corner. Hamilton harvesting. Do the same coming into this corner. Getting that turn right cool.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember,
Well, we
we
were,
need
but
to
we
get
had
to
to
the end of
harvest
the race
now.
on these tyres.
now would be a perfect time for a safety car to come in, put some softs on, and do what we could do for a couple of laps, because we're pulling away from the cars behind fine, which is okay, but not really making inroads on the cars in front, which kind of what I thought might happen. Over one lap, you know, we've got great pace over one lap. The car is great over one lap, but obviously I made some mistakes at the beginning, but I think possibly we'd have still been
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy.
struggling
Come
for
on.
pace perhaps as the race went on, judging by how cars around us are faring, which is fine. This probably puts us in a slightly more realistic position of where we're at in terms of driving ability and also the car performance right now. Oh, contact there between Hamilton and Alonso. Could work out well for us if we can catch them back up. Bit better there. Other than the running out, just a tad too wide. I think it was the rear that crossed the line. They really are battling hard in front. We can just close up to them right at the end here. Might still be a chance to gain a position. Get a little bit closer, we go for a dive down the inside into this corner, like we did in the sprint race.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time.
Yeah, rain's not
Rain
gonna come.
in 10 minutes.
Soon enough anyway. We can have Hamilton there. Go deep. Put that now. Hamilton keeps it neat. Okay. Good drive with that corner as well. See what we can do into the first corner, being a favourite overtaking point of ours. I'll run out wide, we'll try and do the same again. Yep. Pinch him. He's got to leave us the space there on the inside. We're alongside. He's made it stick. Right, come on. Chase after Alonso. Keep Hamilton behind. Have to go middle of the road for this. Stop him from coming back. There we go. Okay. I don't think we're going to have DRS on Alonso here. Rear end starting to step out now. Try and use battery, keep away from Hamilton. Okay, burnt enough battery to hold him behind this lap. Close on in on Alonso in the braking zone there. See if we can keep Hamilton behind. Close up to Alonso in this turn one phase. He's taking quite a wide line now to try and avoid punching his tyres too much, but have to use everything, I think, to push onto him and keep Hamilton behind. 2 laps to go. Like wiggle there. Hamilton, I think. We'll probably keep out the DRS if we're just gaining a little bit coming up corner and exit. Oh, we were second. We were within 1 second to Alonso coming into that zone. I think we were more than a second for Hamilton. We'll see. Yeah, we're pulling away from Hamilton. We're gaining on Alonso. He's turning earlier. Losing time. I mean, I must admit, the field in front, other than the Verstappen, who I think has taken over the lead of the race and run away with it a bit. He got the inside. He's still there. We've got to leave him space. Oh, we almost got a better launch from the inside. He's got to leave us the room. He's got to leave us the room. Pinch him onto the corner. Leave him room there without taking too much on the curb. Whoa. I was thinking about it. We might have kept him behind. Cut as much up the corner, inside the corner as we can. Oh, where am I going? Very slow there. Alonso's going to come back past us.
Let's go. Final lap.
Nothing left in the battery. Hamilton's coming at breakneck speed. Oh, God. Right, round the outside of Alonso. Let's try and make it back here in turn 1 and then just try and defend like mad. Oh, they're all over me and each other. Try and make the corners. Yes, it's clean. Run away, run away. Alonso's close this time. It's not where I want to be. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Just watch that back. As we go to cross the line. He was gaining. To go middle of the road. He was almost there. He was looking for it. He actually... I mean, that's on him, I think. He was turning in a bit too much. I left him the space he needed. But yeah, okay, we've got 1 corner to go. That's better. Oh. Blumin' heck.
Okay, Pick up rubber and bring it home.
Well, it was a good recovery in the end. As I say, I think based on the pace around us, we probably wouldn't have held on to first place overall. That's not a good recovery. Yeah, thank you. It's broken. Broken. Let's hope we don't hear that today. Hey, Boscanari. How you doing? But that was a good, it's a good recovery drive off the end of it. I mean, Verstappen. He obviously, I don't know at what point he took the lead of the race, but I don't know if it was in the pit stops. It actually looks like the overcut was the better strategy here rather than it was in the pits, was it? Yeah. It looks like the overcut actually worked out best. We scored some points. We got 4th overall. Hang on. How did Alonso finish ahead of us? No, sorry, he didn't. That's total points for the weekend. Sorry, I say like he definitely did finish ahead of us in the race. There we go. Right. Yeah, and we just couldn't get the pace down really when it counted to mount an attack. But we'll take that. Mansell unfortunately fell down 2 places. We finished well ahead of Lance Stroll though, so that's good.
What's this?
Amazing. Let's see, how did everyone... Again, it'd be interesting to see how long our pit stop was. Yeah, I mean, we lost 2 seconds in the pit stop, which would have had us out ahead of Hamilton initially, and possibly we had a very strong outlap. We might have then jumped Alonso then, which to be fair could have perhaps allowed us to push on towards Perez. But maybe not. I mean, as I say, certainly the cars behind us. So the Alpines, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Mansell. We were pulling away from them, so we definitely had good pace there. But yeah, who actually collided with us? Okay, so Perez did get a warning for colliding with us in lap 8. We had 2 track limit warnings. It's not too bad, but yeah, we just struggled with that pit stop time. Hamilton jumped us in the pits. So when did everyone else come in? So Max came in on lap 10, as did Russell Lando. Where did okay, so Piastri and Perez stayed out real late, but they were on the hards. Interesting though, because Lando came in on lap 10, only a lap earlier, I guess, as did Max. They made the mediums last 10 laps then, or 11. 9 laps technically then. So they were probably quite slow towards the end. Let's see. Yeah. Well, a good race overall. Anyway, some points still on the board for Pickleforce Racing. We beat Lance Stroll, didn't finish on the podium, but we're still just ahead in our rivalry breakdown, which is good news overall. Right, let's tidy things up in the crew. I don't think we probably don't have enough time to do much more in my team this week for the race. But let's sort out these bits and pieces. Let's renew the sponsorships. Let's start and then let's fill in this and then look at R&D because we've got some points we can use ahead of Miami, which will be the next race along, which should see us in pretty good form, I'd imagine. How are we looking? Can't really see our line on the board. Where are we, performance-wise? So we're coming up to the back of Aston Martin in terms of overall progression. Should be just pipping them, and then we're on to the back of Ferrari, and then there's a little jump up for Mercedes, and another jump up for McLaren and Red Bull at the top. But it's not, it's not bad. We're where we need to be, I think, in terms of the rest of the journey. How the components looking? Should be good for at least Miami for the ICE. Then we might need to look at retiring that after practice or practice sessions, perhaps for the race after that. But we're moving things through. But that's not bad going so far. We're sixth in the drivers' championship. Right again. We're sixth in the drivers' championship standings. Only 1 point behind fifth place, Oscar Piastri. Only 3 points behind Carlos Sainz in fourth. So it's all quite close, quite bunched up. And Max isn't exactly. I mean, he's almost double the points of Lando, but it's not the biggest gap it could be. So that's good. And then constructor standing points, we're well up on where we need to be. In fact, we're double the amount of points that we needed for our sponsorship, our title sponsorship requirements for the season, which is good. And we're actually ahead of Aston Martin by a good margin at the moment, and not huge amounts off Mercedes. Excuse me. So that's pretty good. I think that's probably what all we can hope for, is probably a fourth or fifth finish in the constructors this year. McLaren though, not far off of Red Bull, less than 50 points, so it's good. Yeah, I mean, overall, in actual fact, this, if you ignore Japan where we had the AI settings issue, overall we've been pretty consistent, finishing 9th, 8th, 5th and 8th, ignoring that first place in Japan. So that's I think that's pretty good in terms of general car performance so far. That's good. Lando having his first win of the season here, not in Miami but in Australia in this playthrough, but he's then had a second and a third place in the remaining two races. Good. Good going. Okay, cool. Well, we'll advance this thing. We'll advance this along so that we're ready for next time to jump in and do Miami. And then I think we'll call it there for today.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
We're gonna make a decision. License the software or avoid the outlay. Best in one person. So productivity. So we get more resource points, but we've got the money,
Thanks
so let's
for stepping
invest.
in and helping handle that.
That's fine. We've got the money, so we can. In fact, we've got a load of resource points, so we could also do a bit of R&D while we're here. So we could upgrade the Halo. That's quite a sizable jump, actually. Okay, so let's do that. Not going to have it until... God, what country is that? Austria? Possibly. No, not Austria. We'll do it. And then let's just check what the... Monaco, of course it's Monaco. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. Yeah, it's Monaco. Yeah, it's got Miami, Imola, Monaco, Canada, Spain, Austria, Great Britain, and Hungary. Cool. Well, what are we through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 races through of a total of 22. So we're almost a quarter of the way, or pretty much borderline quarter of the way through. So actually, for the current engine wear components, we're in a pretty good state for that as well. Good going. Right, let's run this all the way through to the end point, and we will leave things there. Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone for joining me on this fine Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed some more F1 24, and hope you all have a great rest of your weekends, and hopefully catch you again soon. I think I need to check with the chaps. I'm hoping we can possibly get some Baldur's Gate in perhaps Monday or Tuesday evening this week with Tom, Max, and Haxo. I think Friday sessions are still on pause at the moment with Lionheart Battles in and Haxo. It's certainly for the next few weeks, I think. But we'll see what we can do. See what we can do for some more streams soon and get some more F1 in either on Friday or over the following weekend. We'll go from there. A good one, and may the best McLaren win. Well, fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hopeful for a really good race. Hoping we can get some good overtaking, and it's not some good battles. It's not a runaway by any one particular driver. And we'll do that. Doables get through run with Demon, but make him be nice through the run. That might be a tad too torturous for Demon. We'd have to see what his negotiation is. I mean, we've got plenty of other games we know we need to go back to. Again, we thoroughly enjoyed Space Engineers the other week. That was great fun. So perhaps we'll do a bit more of that as well at some point soon, and try a few other things. I know we talked about Elite as well. Plus, we've got a load of other games coming up soon. So